السلام عليكم. يسعد مساكم جميعا and welcome to our today's workshop, which is going to be about techniques for IELTS and task 2. Yes, academic task 2. And Dr. Majid is going to present it today. So thank you, Dr. Majid. The floor is yours now. You may start now.
Thank you very much, brother, Dr. Basim. Alhamdulillah. We had session on Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, we had session on Monday for IELTS writing module 1. That was about task 1, describing diagrams and charts. Today's session is about task 2, that is writing an essay. So today's format is like, we'll understand the rubric, some formats of essays, then we'll have a quiz. It's a long session, but we'll do it, inshallah. So let's start from here, from 1. IELTS writing module rubric. First things first, let's understand what they are. So as we know that there are 4 things they assess. Number 1 is your task achievement. That's 25% of total weightage of your writing. And you are asked to write an essay of 250, 270 words. If the number of words are increasing, your score decreases. So make sure you write 250 to 270 words. Do not write 240 words because you'll be penalized and your score will decrease if you do it. This is what they say. I had a workshop with IELTS examiner of writing in 2007, I remember. She said, if you're writing 240 words, we'll cut 1 band on overall. So make sure you write 250 to 270 words in the essay. Can you mute? There is sound in the background. Okay. So in the rubric, there are 4 things that they check. Number 1, task achievement. Let's see what task achievement is. For example, this is a question. Do you think it's better for students to work before their university study? This is the question. Why? Use reasons and specific examples to support your choice. Now, the question is, do you think they're asking about your opinion? You have to understand that. It's better. So you have to support if it's better or not. And then you have to discuss the students to work. So you have to discuss their work before they start university. And why? You have to give reasons for that with examples. So once you do all these things, they ask, you achieve task, that will be task achieved. Like out of 9, if you meet their criteria, you get 9 bands in this. If you miss something from the question, you might go to 7 or 6 bands, not 9, because you did not answer all the questions. So in task achievement, make sure you achieve the task, the question they've given to you in detail. After task achievement comes grammar and accuracy. As I said earlier, like we had a session on Monday, we discussed the grammar is 4.5 bands and the accuracy is 4.5 bands again. So in grammar, they check your tenses. They should be correct tenses and varieties of simple, compound, and complex sentences. And then modality, should, could, might, must, these type of modal verbs. And the punctuation, spellings, and capitalization in accuracy part. This is what they check. So you get 7, 6, 8 bands, depending your level of writing skills and variation in sentences, the types of words and the uncommon words, academic vocabulary. This is what they look. Okay, after this comes lexical resources, as said, vocabulary, words, academic words, varieties of verbs, nouns, adjectives, and adverbs, phrasal verbs, idiomatic expressions. uncommon words. This is what they check. If you give them this thing, you get your score. The band is yours. You get 9 bands if you give them these all. This is what they want from you. If you're just writing simple verbs and nouns, there are no adjectives. And if you're writing adjectives, you're writing just simple one adjective. You're not combining 2 adjectives like awesome and amazing, making 2 adjectives. Why 1? Or 2 adverbs, steadily and gradually. Why 1 gradually? You could add 2 adverbs in the same sentence. This is they check the style of your writing and the words you use. At least in every single sentence, there should be 1 to 2 uncommon words to get 9 in lexical resource. In writing, this is the worst thing students get scoring, like 5, 4, 6, 7, because of the vocabulary. They use very common words. Those are spoken words, not written words. The words we speak in markets outside, common words, not academic words of vocabulary. Because of this, they lose marks in this part. Now I show you an example, how they look. Look at this. This is a simple paragraph. It has some words which might help you understand how uncommon or phrasal verbs and those expressions are used. A fundamental reason, we would write a basic reason, a simple reason, but the word fundamental is uncommon. Is that there's biological age, then again, this is an uncommon word for reading and pushing infants to acquire this skill. Before they're ready, they could have repercussions. See, this word is big, uncommon, very nice. This is what they want from you. For example, in the UK, many boys are reluctant readers. Reluctant, they don't want to read. The word reluctant is academic and common, possibly because of being forced to read. And this turned them off the phrasal verb. This is what academic vocabulary should look like. Check, do we write like this? No, we don't. And another example, abortion has been controversial topic for centuries. See, in same sentence, 2 words, and controversial is uncommon. People don't use. Insist, some people insist. No, it's a good word. Abortion should be legalized because a woman has a right to decide whether or not she wants to conceive a baby. The word conceive, look, it's good. And there's opine or think. The abortion is immoral. It's again uncommon because no one has the right to take a life. I advocate that women should have complete rights and freedom. See, compound noun, rights and freedom. Why should we write only rights? We made it rights and freedom to make it look beautiful, look better, much better than the basic word. Over their body, and if they choose to terminate pregnancy, see the word terminate. I repeated abortion to this expression, terminate pregnancy. This is what they expect from you to write in when you're using your words and expressions. So they should look like this. After lexical resources comes third, that's cohesion and coherence. Let me see what's, there is something in the chat. The red word is wrong. Okay, cohesion and coherence, the connectedness, coherence and cohesion. We will learn about what coherence and cohesion is. Connectedness, unity, togetherness of sentences and paragraphs, using cohesive devices and ideas. This is what they both mean. We learn both what they actually mean separately, but cohesion is seen in vocabulary, the words you use, like on the other hand, however, contrary to that, in spite of that, despite. These type of expressions or cohesive linkers or divisive, whatever you call them, show cohesion of 2 sentences or 2 words or 2 paragraphs even. Coherence is connectedness of ideas that we would learn Your ideas are connected. They are unified. Let's have a look at them in detail, then we move forward. It's a series of lexical, grammatical, and other relations which provide links between various parts of a text. Now look at this. One sentence is gray colored, other one, and that red thing links both, chains it. It makes it strong, unified together. And it is a bond, continuity, something that makes text thicker, look better. So these expressions or cohesive devices have in togetherness or logical interconnection, consistency, linking of ideas, unity in a written text. This is what coherence is. So cohesion is togetherness with words and expressions, linkers, cohesive devices, and coherence is linking of ideas, that one idea is linked to another. You don't just talk about an apple and you put orange in the middle. Since the sentences are connected, everything is beautiful, but the idea is irrelevant. You brought orange and apple. So this coherence is missing. We will learn what coherence looks like. Let's read this. I'll give you 1 minute to read the text, then I'm going to ask you a question. Check if the text is coherent or not. Are all sentences together, they linked, or any sentence is irrelevant, which is not about the same topic. Just go through this text for a minute, then I'll ask you. You have time to read it. Okay, can you tell me which sentence is irrelevant or any idea irrelevant? You could write in the chat. People, okay. So you mean people work? Okay, let's check. Let's check. We go to the page. Yes, excellent. People work hard and earn their bread and butter in the village. This is something not about the sunset. Something irrelevant. Excellent. Yes. So now coherence is missing. Not cohesion, but coherence. Let's move toward another text. Here, coherence is sometimes called cohesion. They're very related, but as I told you, a slight difference between cohesion and coherence is linking togetherness, unity of ideas, bond of ideas, or the paragraphs together. One paragraph smoothly flows towards other, and then third and the fourth, all linked as if you're reading a story of a genie and you love to read it. Your understanding is not hindered or disturbed because of the ideas and the words and smooth flow of story brings you, attentive throughout it. Okay, now, but some believe it is the togetherness of ideas. Okay, now have a look at this thing. Another story. Cats make wonderful pets. You have some time to read and tell me if it is coherent or not. The similar text that you just read about sunset. Okay. Could you write any sentence, anything that's irrelevant, which doesn't belong to this paragraph? Shouldn't be there. Any sentence? Let me check what you've written in the chats. Many people are, oh, nice. They look cute. There is no linking words. We don't need linking words every time. Many people are allergy. Okay, right. Well, not always you need linking words to make it stronger and relevant and coherent. Not necessarily. Some ideas, some paragraphs without linking words look beautiful. No need. Sometimes we do need. Students do need, of course. Okay, so the irrelevant sentence here is many people are allergic to their hair. That means all sentences about the merits, the good things about cats as pets. One sentence about demerit that looks bad. It doesn't fit because all qualities and then one comes a problem. So this is where you have to be careful. In single paragraph, you have to write very carefully either good things or bad things. Don't mix up. This is the beauty of writing style. We learn something more about it. After B comes coherent text. That's what we call C. Have a look at this thing. Again, you have a minute to read it, and then I'll ask you whether it's coherent or not. You have 1 minute to read. Yes, my question is, did you find any sentence that's relevant should be here? Yes? Not. All good. No, nope, 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 nope. Okay, it's found. So everything is about ants? Okay. Did you notice these words? Yes, you're right. There, everything is good, everything perfect, coherent text. But these referencing, like anaphoric, cataphoric referencing, when we refer back towards and, they make coherent text. As someone asked me, just said there are no cohesive devices. As I said, we don't need all cohesive devices. For example, here, they is, by the way, a referral. We use it as reference, like something anaphoric reference, something already said, we use pronoun. So they also connect. People normally don't call it cohesive devices, but they're also devices because they link and they connect the ideas. We don't need, especially the words moreover. We do need sometimes, but not necessarily you need cohesive devices to make it thick or coherent or connected or unified. So this is fine again. Throughout, whenever, thus, they also make it beautiful. I show you one more text here. There are seven cohesive devices, and they have been numbered also. Can you tell me which ones you see? But before telling, read this and try to understand whether it's connected or not. You have 1 minute for this again. Yeah. What idea? What idea? All right. Did you understand? And did you check the cohesive devices in this text? Did you? Okay, let me check. Which ones? Could you please name some? Could you write here in the chat which ones you found? Nice. Okay, great. Throughout, most importantly, as a result. Nice, nice. So we do sometimes need cohesive devices, but as I said, they're not always necessary to write them, because sometimes without even devices, you can write better, beautiful writing, a beautiful essay. Okay, here we are. Throughout consecutive results, for example, after this, most importantly, see, all sentences are linked. No sentence is irrelevant. And the topic, the theme, the focus is only on one point, and the paragraph is written on it. Beautiful. After, I hope you understood what coherence and cohesion is. Few more things to understand. Eliminate redundancy. Do not write redundant words. For example, for each and every book you purchase, you receive a free bookmark. The redundancy here is every or each. So you should say for every book you purchase, you will receive a free bookmark. You don't have to say each and every. This is redundant, useless. We don't need it. Why you add a more word where you can write precisely beautiful? You don't need more words to impress them. You rather depress the examiner when you write more words. It should be precision and beauty. Don't repeat same word again. Use uncommon words. I show you something else. Delete unnecessary qualifiers. Look at this. Because a great many of the words in this sentence are basically unnecessary, it would really be a very good idea to edit somewhat for concise. It looks beautiful. Oh my God, so many words. It's beautiful. It looks thick, complex sentence, but useless again. When you can say same thing in 1.5 sentence, why should you write 3.5 sentences for that? So because many of the words in this sentence are unnecessary, we should edit it. We don't need other words and expressions for the same thing. Don't elongate it. No need. When you can say something in 1 sentence, don't write 3 sentences for that. Identify and reduce positional phrases. Look at this again. 4 sentences. Read. You have 30 seconds. Read the example and the revised sentence. Look at this. Okay, so you checked that UNC's basketball team lost the Final Four game against Kansas because it could not consistently rebound the ball. And look at the first 4 sentences, like 4 lines for the same thing. No need. So conciseness and clarity do matter. They're not in rubric, but this is expected from you for the higher band. If the band is 9, 8, they do look for this thing. Trust me, they do look for this. When you go up 7.5 bands to 8, this is what matters. Let me see if there is a question here. Because time to time, I have to check your chat. Where is it? for, on, that, all overused. Okay. Now, here we learn few skills about writing. Now we learn about essays and the format. You learn about the rubric, what is expected, something about cohesion and coherence, and you saw what they require, the number of words. Now we learn something that is very important for you to write an essay. The types of essays being tested in IELTS. This workshop won't be enough to cover those all things, but at least we'll understand the formats, how we should write them and approach them. We need 5 more workshops to understand each type of essay. So let's have a look at something. The 5 most common IELTS writing tasks to essay questions. Most common questions which in IELTS are being tested. We learn about them and their format and how to approach them and how many paragraphs to write. So the first type normally is opinion essay or agree, disagree. Same thing, you agree or disagree. They ask you a question and then ask, do you agree or disagree? We learn how they ask you this thing. This is the trickiest type of essay in IELTS, which confuse the writer, the student, the IELTS the IELTS candidate. The format is paragraph 1, you write introduction, introductory paragraph, and paragraph 2 is supporting paragraph 1. Paragraph 3 is supporting paragraph 2, like body 1, body 2, and then conclusion. Such essays are written in the format of 4 paragraphs, not 5. Because if you agree or disagree, so you either agree or disagree, don't partially agree or disagree. Better to agree at all or disagree. Don't say, I partially agree with the statement that kids under 7 should not watch TV after sunset, for example. So don't say partially, better to either go to one side or other. That's hypocrisy to partially agree, disagree. Let's look at this. Opinion essays, agree, disagree. This is a question in white. The format is introduction, then 2 body paragraphs, then conclusion. 4-paragraph essay. You have to write 4 paragraphs. In some countries, an increasing number of people suffering from health problems is a result of eating too much fast food. Okay, this is the problem. It is therefore necessary for governments to impose higher tax on this kind of food. Tax. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So better to either agree or disagree. I think mostly people will agree. If you disagree, you have to support why you disagree. Or if you agree, you have to why you disagree. We learn how to write such essays. We learn about them. I'll tell you what to do. So the format is this. Now, such questions, agree, disagree, or advantages and disadvantages questions. After agree, disagree, where is the, okay, so one slide is missing. Anyway, then we have advantages and disadvantages question. They ask you, they are tricky questions again. There are 3 ways they ask you this type of question in IELTS. 3 ways. Question number 1. In some countries, young people are encouraged to work or travel for a year between finishing high school and starting university studies. Okay, this is the thing. They told you about it, the statement. Now, they ask you, discuss advantages and disadvantages for young people who decided to do this. They ask you 2 things, advantages and disadvantages of this thing that you just read. Question 2. Some experts believe that it's better for children to begin learning a foreign language at primary school rather than secondary school. Okay, this is the statement. What now? What do you want from me? Do the advantages of this outweigh the disadvantages? This is a different question they ask you. They don't say discuss advantages and disadvantages, but they say, do they outweigh? Means, are they more than disadvantages? This is a different tricky question to confuse you. And the last is, computers are becoming an essential part of school lessons. Discuss advantages and disadvantages and give your own opinion. In the first two questions, they did not ask about your opinion, but in the last question, they do ask your opinion. So the way to approach these three types of questions are different. You can't write same essay for all three. No, you will lose marks for task achievement and coherence in these areas. Let's look at the format, how they look. Question 1 looks like this. In some countries, young people are encouraged, okay, discuss advantages and disadvantages. If you have to discuss advantages and disadvantages, what you do, this is the format of the essay. This is how it looks, and it should be. There are many other ways, but this is the one that's recommended. Introduction, first paragraph, you have to rephrase the question and discuss something in it. We will learn about the essay writing workshops, how we can write these things. Introduction first, then advantages, all advantages, if there are more. Then disadvantages in second body paragraph, like third paragraph total. The last is conclusion. So you write introductory paragraph, 3 to 4 sentences, 3 to 4 sentences. Don't make it lengthy. Then advantages, 70 to 80 words, maximum 90. Then disadvantages, again, 70 to 80 words. Then conclusion, that sum up all those two. They're not asking your opinion. Don't write it here. They just ask you advantages and disadvantages. That's it. They don't say write your opinion, what you think. No, no, no. They ask you only this. Discuss. The discussion essay. Discuss. Okay. After this comes question 2. Foreign language at primary school rather than secondary school. Okay. The question is, do the advantages of this outweigh the disadvantages? They do give you a hint that you should write more advantages, stronger side. So how you write? You write introduction, then advantages, the stronger side first. If disadvantages are stronger, then you write disadvantages, second paragraph, just after introduction. It depends which one is stronger side. That should be after introduction. Okay, then disadvantages and then conclusion. This is how it should look. Question 3 is like this. Computers are becoming an essential part of school lessons. Discuss advantages, disadvantages, and give your own opinion. Here, they ask your opinion. They do ask your opinion. So what you do, you write introduction, then advantages, then disadvantages, then your opinion, then conclusion. This is 5 paragraph essay because they ask your opinion. One more paragraph for your opinion only. This looks beautiful. If your opinion is close to disadvantages, disadvantages should be above your opinion paragraph. If your opinion is close to advantages, then advantages should be before the opinion. Like you take disadvantages up the second paragraph, then advantages down the third paragraph, then your opinion, because you are close to advantages. You must understand that. If you don't do that, you might lose some marks. So if your opinion is close to advantages, this I highlighted those 2 words in green so that you can understand that your opinion is to advantages. You are more inclined towards advantages. So it should be close to disadvantages if you're writing that. Or else, if you are inclined towards advantages, then that should be the third paragraph. And disadvantages should be the second after introduction. So you have to be careful about that. So these were the some types, advantage, disadvantage, 3 types of questions normally given in the IELTS. And then you have another type of essay that they test, that's problem solution essay. This is how it should look. Introduction first, and then all problems in paragraph 2. That's body 1. And body 2 should be all solutions. And then conclusion. I'm not touching introduction, conclusion, because they're the simple thing to do. The middle is important in IELTS. Now look at this question. Overpopulation of urban areas has led to numerous problems. Now this is a statement, the problems of overpopulation. Now they ask you, identify 1 or 2 serious ones and suggest. They ask you a suggestion, you have to suggest in solutions, you have to. Ways that governments and individuals can tackle these problems. Suggest the ways how they can do it. So after problems, you write the solutions. In solutions, you write suggestions. 1 suggestion, 2nd suggestion, 3rd suggestion. So they ask you to suggest. So you have to. There is a different way to write. Inshallah, in maybe next workshop, we'll learn about essay writing. These type of formats, how should they be followed in writing essays? Okay, now look at this. Computers are being used more and more in education. Some people say, now this is another type of essay, opinion essay or discussion. Some people say this is a positive trend, while others argue that it's leading to negative consequences. This is the question, okay? 1 opinion, 2 opinions. Some people say this, other people say this. So 2 types of opinions. What people, now the question is, discuss both sides of argument, both. What we said, both, discuss both. Then give your opinion, that will be 3rd. So this is discussion essay. The format should look like this. Introduction, that's an introduction, you discuss both views, rephrase them. Then body paragraph 1, discuss first view. Reasons why you agree or disagree. With this first view, you must write your reasons also, what you believe. Body 2, discuss second view. Reasons why you agree or disagree with the second view. So you have to write your personal reasons about that. You have to. And then conclusion, that summarize both views. So this is discussion essay. This is how it should look. This is the format. Introduction, discussion. When you discuss the first view, you attach with it your reasons, why you agree, disagree. Then you discuss the second view. In that same body paragraph, attach, write your personal opinion or why you agree, disagree with that, and give the reasons for agreement to disagree. After this comes cause effect essay. There are 3 formats, right? For example, the question is, many offenders commit more crimes after serving the first punishment. Why is this happening? And what measures can be taken to tackle this issue? Now, this is the question. This is the question. Now, we call cause or effect, the cause and the effect, or the problem and solution. You can call it problem solution is cause effect, similar. So you write introduction, body 1, causes or problems, body 2, effects and solutions. This is the first format. Second is body 1, causes, body 2, causes, if there are more causes, and then effects. Causes more than effects. And if you're writing the third format, the body 1, causes more than effects, then effects. If there are more effects of 1 cause, the causes are 2 or 3, effects are more. This is how you write, the pink. So it depends on your understanding and the general knowledge of the topic as well. Sometimes you don't have the world awareness, the knowledge of the world, so you can't write such things. So IELTS doesn't only check your, not only checks your grammar, vocabulary, all that, it does check your general knowledge as well. The world view, your opinion about things happening. After this comes direct question essays. This is the last type. They ask you direct questions. Direct. For example, these two. News plays important role, part of most people's lives. Why is news so important to people? Why is so much news dedicated to bad news? Should the news focus on good news instead? Just direct questions and finish. Or another, most people agree that money cannot be happiness. Why is happiness difficult to define? How can people achieve happiness? Direct questions. After a statement, direct questions. What you do, such type of questions. You write introduction, then rephrase the questions in your own words, as we learned previously. First task on Monday, rephrasing. We'll learn more skills to rephrase. Body 1 is question and its response. Body 2 is second question and its response. About, means your opinion about that, what you think, and then conclusion. This is how it should look. So in today's workshop, you learned few things: the rubric, the essay formats, what's expected from you, something about cohesion and coherence. You have overview of what IELTS essays look like. Now, at least you have an idea. We will learn, we need 5 more workshops on these 5 types of essays to write, how to write the introductions of these all 5, and bodies and conclusions, on time, how to add vocabulary, uncommon words, how to make connected, cohesive text, how to remove or replace simple words with uncommon academic words, how to improve vocabulary. These questions can be answered in those 5 more workshops, maybe in next module, I don't know. But when they are done, we'll do inshallah. Now, maybe for 20 minutes or 25 more minutes, there are 28 questions about essays that you just understood or listened to on quizzes. I'm gonna play it. Let's see who wins today. No more chocolates, but we'll appreciate that if you're first. Okay, I'll start it. And then we'll have question answer session. I think question answer should be now. Yeah. If you have questions, you can ask. We can start quizzes after the questions. You got questions? Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Majid, for this very informative and well-organized workshop. So let's take about 5 to 10 minutes for questions. Then we will move to a quiz, the short quiz that Dr. Majid prepares. So if you have any questions, you can just raise your hand or open your mic or write it here in the chat. And thank you again, Dr. Majid, and thank you.
Welcome, brother. I really am happy that at least I can help in IELTS.
You always help.
Alhamdulillah. Each paragraph should be at least, each paragraph at least 250 words? No, man. Each paragraph 60 words, 50 to 60 words. If you're writing 5 paragraphs, it should be 65 words each. But introductory paragraph can be 40 words, and other paragraphs could be 70 to 75, 80 words. And conclusion again can be 30 words. The most important paragraphs are the body paragraphs, give them more words as compared to introduction and conclusion. First and last paragraphs should be 30 to 40 words. The 2 middle paragraphs should be between 70 to 90 words. There will be around 260 to 70 words. Yes. A friend of mine said, write about a topic completely different from the task, but all the task factors, grammar, vocabulary, am I going to get a score? If your topic, if you're off topic, you are going to get 0, inshallah, 0. If the task not, this is what the KAU, the ELI rubric looks like. If you're off topic, you don't get any score in grammar, lexical, vocabulary, anything, because you never understood the topic. How could you get a score for that? No, 0. My opinion, how many sentences I should write? It depends how long your opinion is. Task does not achieved. Yeah, you get your, if you achieve your task, 3 bands, 4 bands, then you can get your score. Total score in grammar, vocabulary, accuracy, cohesion, coherence. At least you write something. They are asking you about nose, you are writing about tooth. You're not getting anything for that. يعني لازم أذكر رابط التحضير عشان يرسلوا إلي. نعم. What's the best source for break for exam opinion? The best source is the best teacher who can train you, and your best timing, the time you sit and work. If I have to write about my opinion and I'm with advantage of something, it should be paragraph 2 or 3. Well, as I said, if you are inclined towards advantages, then yours should be 3rd paragraph. If you are to disadvantages, then there should be 2nd. Like advantages should be after introduction. If you are more to disadvantages, then disadvantages should be before your opinion, just before. That would be 3rd paragraph. Then. وين رابط ما فهمت. ما فهمتك. I don't understand what you are asking. Any other questions? 2 more questions, please. أسف ما كنت أعرف من رابط تحضير. تحضير. دكتور باسم أعرف كيف. Okay. وإياك. Thanks a lot. Thank you for such informative workshop. وأسماء مهدي. عليكم السلام. Welcome. It's always very informative. Thank you very much, Dr. Kamal. Shall we start the quiz now? That would tell us and will give you more answers. So many questions would be solved throughout the quiz. It has the answers, actually. You would know what's wrong, what's right while doing it. I start it, please join it.
Where's the link?
I send the link in a second. Give me 1 second. Here we go. 20th questions. Okay. Here we go. Can you see? Where is it? Live dashboard. Yeah. So here is the link. Join, please. You have 5 minutes to join, then I'll start. Once you are in, we'll start.
All right, I think we have here Fitria Junaid. I guess she's raising her hand. So if you have a question, go ahead.
Yeah, till everyone joins, we can answer the questions, yeah. At the end of the workshop. Yeah, till they join, you can ask questions. My opinion. Is every word counted? Yes,
Uh,
yes. Every word is counted, of
okay.
course. Every
Okay, thank you.
single word. Is it your question?
Yes, sir.
All right. Every word is counted. If you write a 7 times, there are 7 words. One digit is 1 word. If you write the 10 times, there are 10 words. So yes, every single word is counted. What should do to join the quiz? Well, write joinmyquiz.com in the address bar in Google. Something opens, they ask you enter the code. This is the code 5660202. And then they ask you write your name. This is the last thing. Once you write and submit, you're in. Will you start in 2 minutes? Will you start in 2 minutes, please? Hurry up. There were 170 participants, 150, and 65 here. Hurry up, please. 2 more minutes, then I'll start. Oh yeah, we have link here in the chat. Amna, thank you very much. You just click on there and enter the code. And the password is, yes, thank you very much again. One minute left. So some questions are very silly. They would look like, how many words are you supposed to write in IELTS Task 2? So you can, the faster you click on the option, the higher the score. If you take more time, you lose the score. 30 seconds. Restart in 30 seconds. Hurry up. Do we have to take the quiz? Well, if you ask me, have to, well, you must. It's for your benefit. Since you joined the workshop, you should. But the certificate doesn't depend on this link. I'm starting 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Excellent. Is it done? Who's first? The Jew shop. Yes, can you hear me? Hello? Any more questions? What is it? Oh, okay. Yes. Any more questions, please? Because we are very close to closing the workshop. If you got questions, no Cadbury. No. Can I save the exam? What you mean, can you save the exam? Which exam? Talking about IELTS? Oh. Well, you can just go to Majid Buledi on quizzes. You would find all these tests there. You can do them as homework or anything. Yeah. Write my name on quizzes platform. This is the application named quizzes. Write my name and you will find person. All right, any more questions? That's it? Okay, Dr. Basim, is it over? Can we close? I think Dr. Basim is away. If you have more questions, why don't you ask? It's your golden opportunity. Thank you very much, Lulu Bagabash. Thank you very much. Ask more questions if you got some questions. Till Dr. Basim comes and closes the workshop. You can ask. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I would like to thank Dr. Majid for this wonderful workshop, and also I'd like to thank you all for attending the workshop. So inshallah, next week we'll have 2 workshops. So let me just read them. So we'll have 2 workshops. On Monday, we'll have introductions, hooks, and thesis statement. And inshallah, on Wednesday, we'll have how to write a well-organized paragraph. So stay tuned, inshallah, and please don't forget to complete the evaluation form here. And we'll send you, inshallah, the certificate within 48 to 72 hours, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you very
much. And again, thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Inshallah. Thank you.